Hi everyone, I'm Sanjay Raj,
And I'm Preeti Wadwani.
and this is the Two Bunnies podcast. So this podcast is not about animals or rabbits or anything like that. We're calling it the Two Bunnies because we call each other Bunny, and this podcast is about our journey. And so what this journey is about is the past couple of years we've experienced a lot of shifts and changes in all areas of our lives, from our careers, our finances, our lifestyle, relationships and all that. And we've actually been involved in a lot of energy work and subconscious mind reprogramming to help us shift all these areas in life, and we're living just the best version of our lives right now. And so the whole purpose of this podcast is to share our story as well as our client stories as well, so you could probably be inspired to live, open up more possibilities in your life as well.
Yeah, and I think one thing that, if I may add, to live that best life with ease. Because at the end of the day, we go through the struggle, drama, trauma, and the reason why we want to share this with you is how we can do this together with ease. Because at the end of the day, if you're creating a life of your dreams from a space of burnout, from a space of burden, from a space of struggle, why choose that when you can make it fun and easy?
Absolutely. And for me, how all this started was I've always had a very keen interest in the human mind and just living our potential to be the best version of ourselves. So I got into psychology as my university major, absolutely loved it, and I thought, this is going to be my career. So what I did next was, actually we got into an internship in India in a psychiatric hospital, and it was an amazing experience, but there were a couple of things that didn't sit well with us. The first thing was how a lot of the mental wellness side of things was addressed with pharmaceuticals, very heavy pharmaceuticals that didn't feel like it was actually addressing the issue. It was very symptom based, and I wasn't a big fan of that. Also, when it came to psychological counseling and just all those psychological therapies, it seemed like there was a lot of effort needed on the side of the therapist and the client as well. And on top of that, these therapies seemed to really drag, for weeks and months and years even. So I wasn't a big fan of this, and I felt like if we actually dug into the core of what was causing these issues, we could actually evoke much more efficient mental wellness solutions. And so I that dream just blew up. And so I went on to make money, right? We had to start our career and make money, and so we both actually got involved in the recruitment space for banks, and we were doing that for a couple of years, and then we progressed into the technology and data and AI space, and we're doing sales, program management, and that was an amazingly fun journey. So towards the end of my career, I had the blessing of being in this big American data and AI firm, and while all that was happening on the side, I was still learning a lot of modalities and tools related to energy healing, the subconscious mind, and that really fascinated me. And it came to a point where I felt like, I think this is the time, right, to take this further, and how all these tools have helped us. We also wanted to help clients as well. And now the both of us, we travel the world, we see clients globally, online and in person, and we're shifting lives, and we're really happy with where all this is.
Created,
come.
And I think one thing that Jay mentioned, while talking about his internship, or our internship in, the psychiatry space, it's, when he mentioned about the effort that went in both for the client and the therapist back then, it's this thing of effort that I just wanted to double down on. Because I think for me personally, my main motivation back then was, why does it need to take a year to solve something, right? Why can't it be a lot more instant and a lot more immediate? And although I am a fan of, symptom relief, as I call it, I always wanted to understand why we were the way we were, right? So it's again going back to what Jay said, finding out the root cause of why people were feeling the way they were feeling, why they were reacting instead of responding the way they were, and kind of understanding that on a whole deeper level. Because if we were to change that root, a lot of things in life could change with a lot more ease. So again, it goes back to the whole concept of making this journey a lot more easier, where you still are putting in the effort, action is still being taken, but it's just more flowy and easy. And I think the word we like to use is effortless ease. or effortless effort in that sense, where you're still putting in the effort, but it's just feeling a lot effortless. And just taking a step back, if we were to look at the way our body is functioning right now, like our heart still beats and there is effort going there, but it just feels effortless. Our hair is still growing, but it is effortless in that sense. So if nature is supposed to be that way, or well, not supposed to, but if nature is functioning that way, I think a lot of times us as humans complicate our own life by these subconscious beliefs that we have. And these beliefs not just come from us, but they are inspired by society, by parenting, by schooling. And as we grow up, we've realized how much Jay and I picked up a lot of beliefs across so many areas of life that through this journey, by not just challenging them, I would say, but rewiring them to fit us better, contribute to our lives better, has made it a lot easier. So I think the reason why we're sharing this in the first place is hopefully through our journey, you're able to reflect more upon different areas of your life. That's number one. Two, hopefully you see the possibilities of where you can make life easier for you and still get all that you want and more. And three, ask us questions, right? Because I feel like a lot of our times are spent either not replying so many times or replying when it's way past. So we hope to use this medium to answer as many questions as you want. So like, subscribe, DM us, drop us comments, because at the end of the day, like, we're here for you and we hope you join us on this journey.
Absolutely. And you know, from all the client stories and our stories that we share, I think it's going to give you a lot of insights, and you could actually even draw parallels into your life as well. You know, some of the limiting beliefs you might have that's blocking your dreams, your goals, and I'm just going to go out and use the word manifestations. I really hope that it's going to give you a lot more of those insights, and it's going to be fun, right? We're going to share some really, really interesting stories.
So we hope to see you in the next episode. Keep following us and leave us comments. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.